Hi everyone, Artur here. Today in this video I would like to show you how you can build a very simple AI chatbot that is able to use some LLM service and enhance its responses with records that are coming from our database. Here you can see a Next.js application. It has a backend endpoint that is talking to my PostgreSDB. And here I have a database of games. So each game has a category, it has some description, and also I generated, of course, by using AI, some extra parameters for each game. So we have a summary, we have platform tags, word tags, visual style tags. So we have a lot of metadata about each game. And now the goal of this application is that I have a chatbot that if I ask it to suggest me some games, then it will extract the games from my Postgres and enhance the prompt that will go to the LLM. So let's see how this works. So suggest me some blockchain sci-fi games. So right now in the background, I'm sending a request to the OpenRouter AI model, but I'm not just expecting some bare response from the model, because of course model can have some knowledge base about the games, but here I want to influence these responses. And of course, I think it's very useful, for instance, if you would like to build some chatbot that serves as a support assistant so people can ask about your company, about your products. The beauty of this solution is that you can stick this behind the authentication, so you can already feed some information about the user that is actually calling your backend. And then, of course, we can use LLM to make the responses more vibrant and just feel it like you are using a chatbot. So here you can see that I asked about the blockchain sci-fi game and I received some responses. And here you can see that we have some games that are already coming from my database. So now I think it's worth to take a look into the code, how exactly this works. So if I go to Cursor, by the way, this application was vibe coded by me using Codex and a bit of Claude code. So you can do the same, or you can head over to the GitHub repository that I created for this application. It's fully open source. If you are interested in how this works, you can just fetch the code and play it on your own. So here, the main logic in this endpoint that I'm calling through the front end is that we have here some prompt that, as you can see, I'm just treating as a JavaScript string. So here I'm inserting some data like the current user profile, language, recent conversation history. So I'm just querying the DB, extracting what previously was written in the chat, and then I'm just inserting that here in this prompt. Then I'm also calling my backend to fetch some games. From here I have some instructions like when recommending games, reference these specific titles from our DB. Then I'm just explaining some user role or assistant role. And here I have just some variables that have some extra context to this prompt. And then finally, I have some helper functions like semantic game search. So here we are just, we can provide some similar games. So I can type Tibia just to find some similar games, or I can recommend by preference. And by the way, this intent is again something that I'm calling before sending the response to the user. So the backend receives chat, then the LLM makes decision, just what this message that was sent by the user was about, and then it tries to stick it into a couple categories like find similar games, recommended by preference, or we can just find some similar games to the games that previously user marked in profile. And then we have category browse, game info if somebody is asking about some specific game, comparing games, and then we're just inserting that into the prompt. And what happens here is that I'm just using OpenRouter, which is, by the way, really interesting API. So here we have the Unify API just to call various models. So here I'm just having one single API token, and I can use it for calling a lot of different models. So for instance, if I will head over here to OpenRouter page, you can see that we have Anthropic, which is quite expensive, but of course we have a lot of other LLMs that are quite useful. For instance, if you're curious, I'm using here just some Cloud 3.4 Haiku model, which is super cheap. You can see that each query about the game is the fractions of the cents. So OpenRouter is a very cool tool if you would like to just experiment with some LLMs, prepare some very simple chatbot, experiment how this works as a side project, to learn what you can do, what are the possibilities. Here, I recommend you to just look for maybe some even free models. They are great for testing. You can also have access to quite good models from NVIDIA, DeepSeek, and often if there is some new model from Grok or OpenAI, they have a really good pricing here in OpenRouter. You can just pay as you go. So it's not like you have to pay another subscription. You can just stick here $2, $2. You can even use crypto for paying here to the OpenRouter, and then you can just generate an API key that can be called from your backend. So here's exactly what I'm doing, and the way how this prompt works is, of course, you have to test it multiple times, whether the games are returned correctly, but yeah, I think just attaching some simple database which has some articles or games could be a very easy thing to test. So another thing that is used in this project, if we go to the scripts, we have here a very simple embeddings. So embedding, it's a way to somehow summarize the text record in the way that then we can just query DB much faster and then just return some relevant records that can be used for the summary that is made by LLM. So of course, generating embeddings, it's not something that you must do, but if you would like to make this fast and have better results, then I think it's worth to check it. So this basically is just a script that goes over the data that I have here in my DB for my games, and then I'm just generating embedding per each game and then storing it in DB. There are many options to generate embeddings for your projects and store them in your DB. There are even some special DBs that are optimized for that, but here I just decided to go with very simple technique just to see how far I can get with this. So this is the Postgres DB that has a pgvector extension enabled. How to do it? I think the easiest is just ask Cursor or Claude Code how to configure it, and then I have just a script that is iterating over the games and generating these embeddings and storing them in the DB. So for example, here, if I would just go to the another terminal, I can just paste some generate game embeddings, and here it's just iterating in batches over the games and generating these embeddings. So then my backend can easily pick the games and then suggest them. So as you can see, it's super cheap. For embeddings, I'm using OpenAI API. You can just use this, but there are many other ways to generate embeddings. I'm not saying that this is the most production ready option, but I think it's something that you can quite fast get going. Before you release this monster into the production, I think there's worth to mention two things that you need to do. First of all, make sure that the key that you are using here in this app has some limits. So for example, in OpenRouter AI, it's very easy to generate just a new API token and set some limits. You don't want anybody to abuse your chat, but unfortunately you have to remember that people or bots in the internet like to be nasty, and just make sure that you have here the API token that if somebody just abuse it, then you will lose just a limit of that key, of that API key, and not like your whole account or whole credits will be drained out. Another thing that is worth to test, because I'm pretty sure that people will try it out with your chatbot, and there were many funny examples of some even big companies that are having chatbots that, for instance, if you ask the chatbot to make a snake game in Python, then the LLM will try to use their general knowledge and just respond back with some Python game, which of course your chatbot shouldn't be doing. So let's try it out with my chatbot. So please make me a snake game in Phaser plus React.js. So let's see how this works. And you can see that I'm the MMO player companion and I specialize in helping with gaming. Okay, so maybe help me with recipe for keto pancakes. Okay, so see, probably it's not an easy thing to defend with all kind of prompts here. Probably you will find a clever way to escape my protection here, because the only way that I protected this, that every message that goes to this API endpoint, which is API/AI chat, is going through intent detection code. So here I have the user intent, and I'm just making sure that if somebody is not asking about the games, then I'm classifying the game as an off topic, and then I have the specific handle for that. So if the intent result is off topic, then I'm just returning back this message. So this is a very simple application. It's deployed to mmoplayer.net. So if you would like to, if you are into games and you would like to try this chat, just let me know what you think. And of course, I'm looking into any suggestions for the features that I can add to this application. I will experiment with some other methods of RAG. So if you have anything that works way better than embeddings from OpenAI plus OpenRouter and just searching some records in the DB and inserting them straight into your system prompt, let me know in the comments. So thank you for watching this and see you in the next one.